Alright, we're ready to move to the Battle Hex, but there's been some modifications and activations. Down here we have the regular unit sucking up our two amphibious shipping points, the big core there, going piggyback. And we've switched it around a little bit to, I think these two were original, but instead of activating some units back up here, this here will be activating these two boys here. I want more ground units in there, so I'll give us another ground unit. Amphibious shipping point riding free on both of these ships. That'll go into the actual hex. And then I was going to move this unit here on in, not using any amphibious shipping points, but just moving from port to port. But I've switched it up. He's going to stay there, and instead we're going to get us a bunch of more factors in the hex with that unit right there. So that'll be one activation out of our 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. We're back to the Battle Hex. Alright, reaction time. And unfortunately, for the Japanese, they have picked the event card. So we have to roll a 7 or less to detect their sneaky little butts. Unfortunately for them, they had a clear way in there to where we wouldn't be able to add a modifier to that die roll. But in this hex, there's 2 air units to project a 2 hex zone of influence. So as soon as they got within 2 hexes of this place here, we detected them. So that went -2 on our attempt to get 7 or less. There you go. You get a 5 equals a 3. Easily detected, and we will, I believe we'll be activating 4 units as per their logistics value, and whatever our headquarters can throw in there. Be like 6. We'll be right back. Alright, well, we're activating the US units, or the Allied units. But before we do, I was looking at the map, we have to make a big adjustment to our evasion plan. And not so much on the land, we don't want to mess with that aspect, but the air naval aspect. I had to move my big old battleship back to port here. He can't be activated. Well, he can be, but we have a glaring weakness, and that is right here. This little South Seas headquarters is sitting there all by itself. And I cannot allow that to happen, even playing solo. So we have activated a unit here. I'm gonna have to count out, make sure we can get there within naval range. But yeah, he'll be our one in Shanghai. I guess we'll find somebody to fill in there. We gotta garrison that, so that'll take one unit away from our attack, and we'll have to use him for moving from port to port because we have no amphibious shipping points. There, we'll be right back. Alright, I'm not gonna change it up. I'm gonna leave him in Shanghai in case we got something going on there with China, the coast. We can get some points there, but this unit here, I guess, I don't know if I moved him out of there or what, but he'll be the candidate. So we'll go ahead and activate it since everybody's moved. We'll move him from this port to this port with a headquarters unit. And there you go. He is now properly garrisoned. We'll turn him sideways, or well, when they activate, I do them like this. Sideways. When I've actually moved, I put them this way, so we'll put them that way. Keep this on here, remind us. We'll probably forget about it, but at least he's there. Alright, now for the activations. Back to my activations for the Allies. I've only activated 2 units right here, so we have 4 activations remaining. Oh, what did I do with my card? Be right back. You can see here my card has disappeared, but it's really not. It's right here. God. Alright, so 4 activations plus, which one we going to activate here is our headquarters. It'll be Manila. There you go. So there'll be 6 activations total. We've used up 2 right there. But you notice I'm going to be transferring a ship using an amphibious assault. I don't know if that'd be considered amphibious. I think it is. But anyway, I used up our only amphibious assault point. And so that'll be because I think that it's not an army or a corps. Those big ones take 2, so that only takes 1. I'll look that up to make sure the capacity is right, but that takes care of the Allied Only one amphibious shipping point. Now that thing goes up every turn, so it'll be increasing. But right now we don't have much of a capability. And the only capability we have, we're going to bring on into Manila Bay, which is great. Had a killer, we can bring him on in there. All right, that'll be 2 of the 6. And we have 4 more activations remaining for the Allies. Be right back. All right, well, that detection, get detected, kills the Japanese. And it's really hard to move around and not get detected. Little note, and what do I know? I'm a dump truck driver. Dump Mark Herman. I don't know if these numbers here for these detection numbers are. I think they could be lowered a little bit. I think the EC number should be 5, and the OC number should maybe 3 or 2, because it's really easy. I mean, they can't go by without getting detected, and therefore they're screwed every time. They're going to be screwed on this one. We get to activate as the Allies 4 units for the logistics value, and 2 for our headquarters in Manila. Now the units we're going to activate are, for a total of 6. I think I've got them all taken care of. Some of my activations down here remaining to 0 for the Allies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll show you this again. 1, 2, turn sideways, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And here's what we're going to do. This one here is going to move into the battle hex by land. Oh, can we connect? Yeah, he's connected. This unit here in Singapore, this British unit, and the Force Z, I think, battleship. This unit here on top is good. We don't have no more amphibious shipping points, so he's going to move in by port into Manila. The Manila unit here is going to join the battle hex. It's really going to kill that battle for the Japanese. This unit here will move into Singapore. So we're just doing a little switch. This one's going here. No, wait. This one's going here. This one. Let's do it all over. Here to here. Here to here. Here to here. Then we got our 2 ships that are going. Oh, this one's also going into the battle hex, but that's using up our 1 shipping point. So we have used up all of our amphibious shipping points. Let me go ahead and do this movement right here. Oh, we are live. All right, for this unit here, can move. It's a clear hex. They get 3 movement points, so he's definitely able to do it. He'll go here into there. This unit here will ship out of this port into Manila. Move from this way to signify he has moved. All right, we'll zoom in. Maybe get you a better look. This unit here, ground unit movement into this hex. Flipped over. The ship going into the battle hex. Right here. Up. We'll do it this way. Make it legal. Make it legal. Signified they moved, and also these here going into the battle hex. That should be it. My headquarters here will be garrisoned. Nice fat unit. Headquarter unit. I like to put the headquarter on top, so I'll put the headquarter on top. There you go. Oh, a little bit of housekeeping. Alright. That is the state of things. We'll get ready for the big battle, the battle hex for the airfield just north of Manila is where we all decided to come in at. Reinforced Manila, though. That's great. We're able to bring somebody in, and we put more factors into that hex, so that's a nightmare. The nightmare just gets worse for the Japanese player. It is bad even in this simulation or this scenario. We'll be right back. All right, well, you've seen on all my units, I had them riding piggyback. And there's a reason for that. You can go down to this rule right here, amphibious assault restrictions, and it says if my units are, say, who got there first, we would have been intercepted. So, trying to think. Well, we moved first, so the path to, down here, important amphibious assault ground units that are without an accompanying friendly naval unit. All mine rode piggyback, so this doesn't really count. I'm just showing you what happens if you didn't. And an opposing naval forces of any type end their movement in a battle hex as part of a reaction movement. So in other words, if my units here would have came in on their own without riding piggyback, each one of these units rode on each one of these, we'd have been automatically turned back. The amphibious assault units are turned back. Each ground unit takes a step loss and does not take part in a battle. If there are no units taking part in a battle after this, the battle is considered lost by the offensive player and canceled. Any amphibious attacking units are not eliminated, must conduct post-battle movement from the hacks, on so on and so forth. That doesn't apply because all these came in with naval units. But here we are, ready for the battle. Everything's all set here for battle hex number. Whoop, I gotta turn the wrong way. Battle hex number 1 for the airfield. A bunch of clear areas or hex areas north of Manila. I don't know what that landscape's like in real life, but yeah, we chose that one over the other one down here. Now, unfortunately, shoo, we thought we were only fighting against, I guess it was the 610, the NL unit, but these units here were brought on in. This unit here came in from Manila on the ground, so he just moved one hex on over. This one here actually came in with a ship, so we had to use an amphibious shipping point, so we were able to bring him some reinforcements by the ground and amphibiously. These units here were already at airfields that are being attacked. We've brought in some more naval assets. It's not much, but enough to do the job and enough to really foil having to eliminate these units here. I mean, this attack has just been negated, basically, I think. So, no way these units can eliminate these units. We'll see how bad the damage is, but yeah, it just boiled our attack again with these high detection numbers. I don't know if I agree with old Mr. Herman, but we'll see. They have a lot of effect on the battles, and it might have been the way it was. You know, I guess actually it was easy to detect them. I don't know. These are some awfully big hexes. I think I might have turned the knob down on these numbers here. But again, the numbers are here, and they have detected them, and they are going to foil them. Stay tuned. We'll call this a vid when we come back. The results of the all-important battle for Manila. Or, well, not for Manila, to get a foothold on the mainland of the Philippines. We're back. All right, a couple of notes before we call it a bid. When it comes to activating, I wanted to show you this unit here. We used an amphibious shipping point. There is a rule that says, I'm thinking this might be on special reaction move, though. It says, here you go. And this applies to everything, not just a special reaction move, but in a reaction move, right here, no more than one amphibious shipping point may be used during reaction movement. Fortunately for us, this unit here only costs one, but you can't use, your hands are tied when it comes to reacting. They're simulating that as, hey, you're getting the word out real quick. You only have a real short period of time to get the logistics and the assets together, and they're limited to one, which is pretty cool. I like that. So we're well within the rules. Everything's good to go, but we could not have amphibious assaulted with anything bigger than a brigade. No armies or corps. Another thing is this movement down here. I want to examine this again because we've been there before. I moved the unit from land from here to here. Let's examine this because I don't think that's possible. I do believe that is a island, and it is. It's not connected. So I don't think that unit can move unless this is a port, and there's no port there. You know what? There is a rail movement though that goes across there. Oh, I see. All right. Well, this will make note for anybody wanting to play this game, and on the astronomical chance that a designer or something watches this video, comment below. But we're gonna have to do this on camera. Be right back. All right then. Like I was saying, if anybody looks and sees, there's a rail unit that goes from straight across. I don't know if that's a bridge that goes out to Singapore, but we're saying we can move there by land. We don't need that amphibious assault, so therefore, my unit here can move on up to that space and signify that he has moved. Put these two units back. So from now on in my games that I'm playing, you don't need to move amphibious from. Oh, too much zoom. You don't need to move amphibiously from here to here. I think the last game I played, I treated it as an island, but there is a rail unit or a rail line that goes from here to here, so that's the way we're counting that. If you want to get legalese, I'm sure if I was playing an opponent that would come up. But there you go. We're going to go ahead and keep that move there. All right, then we'll call that a video when we come back. Next one, don't touch that dial, the results of the battle. One more notice before we leave. On Operation KA, not KI, U.S. aircraft carrier naval units have their attack strength reduced by 2. Ain't that a bitch, because there's none involved. Kind of a waste of an event, but it is what it is. We'll be back. Calling it a video.